Hi, welcome back. How are you all doing? Okay, so today we'll be seeing about proper nouns. What is the next type? In the previous class, we have seen about common nouns. So nouns which are used in common. So there I was talking about particularly using. This term I have used many a times. So what is this particularly using? Nouns which are used in particular are called as proper nouns. So if I am saying a boy, boy is in simple a common noun. But if I am particularly telling about a name if I am mentioning, okay, so then if it is something, if I am particularly writing about a name, okay, so then this will become a proper noun. If I am saying Nissi, Nissi means a name. So I am calling a particular girl, okay, so that is a proper noun. So proper nouns are nothing but the names of persons, places or things in particular. Okay, when they are used in particular, not in common but in particular, specifically about something, we call it as a proper noun. Okay, like in the previous example we have seen, if we are saying simply park, it is a common noun. But if you are mentioning a particular park, okay, if you are telling the name of a park, St. James Park, some name if we are particularly mentioning about a park, then it is called as a proper noun, right? So here if you have observed, we are using capital letters. When coming to proper nouns, use of capitals is very important. Why? Because proper nouns are generally used for names. Okay, and names are supposed to be started with capital letters no matter where they are used in a sentence. Even if they are used in the middle of a sentence, they has to be capitalized. Means they has to be taken as a capital letter only. The beginning of that should be taken as capital only. You should not use a small letter for that. And when we are talking about these capitals, in particular about proper nouns, you have to be like, there are certain things which comes across, like we get confused with when to use and when not to use and all. Suppose generally we know that we will be using capitals for days of the months, days and names of the months, right? So do we need to use capital letters even for seasons? That is a question. So most of the people, like most of the cases, we will be using capitals while writing season names also. Like if we are writing spring, summer, autumn, we'll be using capital even if it is in the middle of the sentence. If someone is writing, I will be visiting you this summer. If a sentence is like this, I will be visiting you this summer. This is a confusion. We will take this as a proper noun. Okay, but this should not be taken as a proper noun. This should be taken as the name of a season only. It is not a proper noun. You don't need to use capital here. Okay, so generally the names are proper noun. But when is this taken? When is this taken as a capital? If you are using this along with some other thing, suppose summer resort. If we are using it as summer resort, you are specifying it. So there it will become capital. Okay, there you will be using it as capital letter. Similarly, if you are trying to tell about, particularly if you are trying to tell about your mom or dad or with relatives, relationships. In relationships, whether we are supposed to use this capital letters because are they proper nouns or common nouns? This is how, if we are saying mom or dad, we are confused like whether we need to use it as a capital or as a small letter, whether it is a proper noun or a common noun. It depends upon the usage. How is it being used? Suppose if someone is asking, is your mom coming to the party? Is your mom coming to the party? So, is your mom coming to the party? It's a generalized one. Someone is asking you about your mom. Is your mom coming to your party? There it is not a proper noun, that you don't need to capitalize it, right? So there it is not capitalized. But if you are asking, ask your mom whether she will come to the party, whether she will attend the party. Ask your mom. Okay, so there you will be using a capital. There you can use a capital letter, right? So this is when coming to relationships, and frequently we come across people using capital letters when using uncle, aunt. We'll be using that capitals to highlight that it is like proper, it is like in particular we are trying to mention about uncle, aunt, sister, brother. We will just make it as a capital letter and use it in the sentence, right? So that is not a proper noun. Only the names of persons and places in particular we call them as proper nouns. Also, have you come across or like heard of this term eponyms? Okay. Have you come across this word eponyms? This is nothing new, but it is just like if a noun is being used as a name, suppose it is used for someone, right? It is used on behalf of someone, it is used as a name of someone, then we call it as an eponym. Okay, if a noun is named after someone or it is used on behalf of someone, suppose this sandwich, the sandwich which we eat in general, it came on a name of a person, of a place. For a person it came regarding a particular person. So, does this need to be capitalized and used? Is this a proper noun when used in a sentence? Suppose in general if I am saying a simple sentence like the teacher takes a sandwich as his lunch. The teacher takes the sandwich as his lunch. So if we are saying this, do we need to capitalize this because it evolved from a person, because it came from a person? No, because it has been generalized, it has come into general usage. Okay, everybody started using it. So when it has been generalized, you don't need to capitalize it. Okay, those are eponyms. So for eponyms, you don't need to use any capital letters, right? So you will be generally using them. So what are proper nouns? Is that clear? Proper nouns are names which are used in particular. So under proper nouns only, you have to remember that for proper nouns you will be using capital letters, and don't get confused whether they are like when you are owning something in particular or owning something on our own, like if you say like just we have seen like regarding relatives, our family members and all, we'll get confused when to use and when not to use. So I hope like it is helpful to you. So this is about proper nouns. We'll come back with the next part of speech again, next type of noun again. Okay, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.